Hello guys, so today we are here to solve our today's challenge problem. In this problem, we are given an array which is monotonic. So when an array is called monotonic, an array is called monotonic only when it is either, successive elements are greater than the previous element, or the successive elements are less than the previous element. So a monotonic array can be either monotonic increasing or it could be monotonic decreasing. Okay, so it is saying that for I less than equal to z, nums of I should be less than equal to nums of z, then that is monotonic increasing. And if it is monotonic decreasing, then for I less than equal to z, nums of I is greater than equal to nums of z. So it can be either greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. So with this in mind, okay, so with this in mind, we have to, do our, uh, with this in mind, we have to solve this problem. So how to solve this problem? So the easiest way for me is, have two flags. Increasing is equal to false. Anyway, it will be false. Decreasing also, let's initialize them with false, and for I is equal to 1, I less than nums dot length plus I, if nums of I is greater than nums of I minus 1. Let's say it like this, nums of I, then this will be increasing is equal to true, else if nums of I minus 1 is greater than nums of I, so previous element is greater than the current element, then decreasing is equal to true. Okay, and then if increasing and decreasing both are true, then we'll be returning false, otherwise we'll be returning true. Okay, so let's just run this. Perfect. So see, it's such an easy problem to solve. So what we are checking, we are not checking, less than equal to, we are checking if it is strictly increasing, it's okay, it's increasing. If it is strictly decreasing, then also it's okay, no problem. Okay, and that equal to part, if it is equal to the previous one, then we are not checking that, because if we start checking for equality, let's say we put here equality, then this will not, for other cases it will be problem. So we don't want that. Okay, so we are not going to check equality in our condition. Only when there is this one element is less than its successor, or when one element is greater than its successor, if both these things are happening together in a given series which is there in that array, then we are declaring that it is not, it is false. Okay, otherwise if it is not returned false, then it is true for all the cases, and that includes the equal, all elements equal case also. But if you see, this is a good solution, this is a succinct solution, this is a concise solution, but even then we are not very fast with this. What should we do to, increase the efficiency of this solution? I think if we, catch the point where this is, not at the very end, we are declaring that at the very end, whether it is, whether it is working fine or not. If you do it at every, entry of the loop, then that will be fast. But if you are doing it at the entry of every loop, at the first step of every loop iteration, then it is mandatory that we check it at the end also, because we are not checking whether the last element is smaller or greater. So to check that last element condition for the last element, we are putting that condition after this loop as well. So let's see how it performs. So see, this is tremendous increase in efficiency. Is this the only way that we can make it better? So there is one more way, one more way to solve this problem, and let me show it to you. So we'll check if nums of 0 is less than nums of nums dot length minus 1. So we are checking the end element. So if it is less, then we'll be doing one operation, and if it is not less, if it is greater than or equal to, then we'll be doing some other set of operations. So if it is less, then it means that this sequence is going to be a monotonically decreasing one. So how are we going to solve this? Let's make it as nums of I minus 1 is greater than nums of I, return false. So we are saying that this is monotonically increasing one, but whenever we find a monotonically decreasing sequence in this, we are going to return false. And in this case, so this is the case for, this is the case for this, whatever inside this if is monotonically increasing, but here it is going to be monotonically decreasing. That's why we are in this else part. So in this I is equal to 1, I length plus I, and then you will check if nums of I minus 1 is less than nums of I, return false. Okay, otherwise at the end will return true. Okay, so let's run this. Perfect. Perfect. So these are the two ways to solve this problem. Let me know if you have any other, any such suggestions or any other approach in mind with which we can solve this problem. Put your doubts in the comments and I'll happily answer them. Thanks a lot.